Hi, this is Violet from The Pleasure Path, here to bring you lasting, healthy love by understanding the power of pleasure. So today we're going to talk about this myth and this kind of common thing that a lot of women are running into right now, which is, what if I'm too in my masculine? Someone keeps saying, oh, you're too in your masculine, but I don't even know what that means because I'm just doing the best that I can in life. I'm just being a single mom or going after my career or taking care of the people in my life. And how come I'm getting labeled as being too in my masculine? So I want to clear up some myths and I want to explain what this actually means. So one of the myths is that you can't ever be in your masculine, that you can't ever be a girl boss, that you can't be going after the things that you want, you can't be direct, or you can't be inspired and driven. That's actually not true. A, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're in your masculine. And B, we live in a society where we need to be driven. We need to be taking action. We want to be taking care of other people in our lives. And it's inspiring to have powerful goals and to have a lot of drive and a lot of success. So I will never take that away from you. But the myth is that you can never be in your masculine. And the truth is that we all have masculine and feminine within us. And it's your opportunity to better understand your own masculine energy, your own feminine energy, and how those play together beautifully, as well as when to highlight those aspects of yourself so you can have the life of your dreams. So if you're always going after your goals and always being a girl boss and always being super direct and always being, that penetrative like energy, that focused and steady energy, it doesn't leave a lot of room for play. It doesn't leave a lot of room for love and excitement and passion and pleasure and the joy of just doing something because you love it instead of doing something just for an outcome. So your life will start to feel kind of like dry and brittle and bitter and stale and like that's losing its meaning and losing its purpose. That you have everything you need, but you're not really thriving. And if you're getting feedback that you're too in your masculine, that's probably coming from men, although it might be coming from women as well. And what they're really saying is, I would love it if you could be more in your feminine so that I could feel really in my masculine and we could keep this amazing attraction and polarity alive. So oftentimes what happens is a woman is in her feminine, she's enjoying her life, she's feeling great, she's doing a lot of self-care, she meets this great guy, and then all of a sudden she feels anxious, she feels scared, she feels insecure. And so instead of just saying, well, there's so many fish in the sea, if not this, then something better, I deserve to feel good and I'm just going to take care of myself and enjoy the process. Instead of doing that, oftentimes a woman will start to feel insecure. She'll start to get more controlling. She'll start to text him more often. She'll start to worry if things are fizzling out. And she'll start to try to manage and predict towards an outcome. Now, managing, analyzing, predicting towards an outcome, that's all masculine energy. So as soon as you get into that state of anxiousness or insecurity and you move towards that pattern, then you're in your masculine. And if you're in your masculine more, instead of highlighting your feminine, it's going to subtly push away that guy because that guy is most likely wanting to be in his masculine. He doesn't necessarily want to be in his feminine. He doesn't want to be just kind of flowing and not have direction. He doesn't want to be feeling more emotional and feeling the cycles and the changes of life and, feeling not ungrounded, but, feeling just in this ever constant state of flow. Of course, men will feel that because they have their feminine as well. But if you want a man who's providing for you and taking care of you and really in his masculine, then you have to learn the tools to really be in your feminine, even when things in relationship get a little bit tough. And what I mean by tough is even when you feel like you want to predict and you want to control and you want to get that reassurance. That's the exact specific time when you need to have built the muscle to be more in your feminine, so that it just comes as second nature to stay in your feminine no matter what's happening in your relationship. So what I want to clear up is this idea that you can only be in your feminine or masculine, and it's the truth that we have both, and clear up this idea of what does it really mean if I'm too in my masculine. What it means is that the person who wants to be with you wants to be able to be in his masculine, and in order for him to feel like he's in his masculine and taking the reins and in control and setting the direction and feel like that confident, purposeful man, he needs you to trust him, to trust yourself, and to be able to navigate back into your feminine, to be able to soften back into your feminine, so there's this great dynamic and great deliciousness. So if you've ever noticed that you get to know someone and then they leave the relationship after just a few weeks or a few months, you're probably moving too into your masculine. If you've ever noticed that you are attracting men who don't really have their stuff together, even though you're amazing and even though you're incredible, you're probably not enough in your feminine to attract that deeply masculine man. So when someone says next time, like, wow, you're way too in your masculine, you're so flow in your masculine. Instead of getting defensive, pushing them away, getting angry, or acting confused and bitter, which are all kind of responses that are more in that masculine realm, what if you laughed? What if you said, oh my God, you're so right. Like, I've been taking myself so seriously. I just, let's go get let's go get a drink. Let's go get massages. Let's go do something fun. Let me, dance around in my kitchen in my underwear. Like, whatever it is that helps you feel that sense of playfulness and lightness and joy will really help you move back into that space. Now, I just want to share one more thing, which is that, it is admirable to do this for a partner, but it's even more delicious just to do it for yourself. So if you're just coming back into your feminine because you're trying to get a man, that's going to fall flat because it's not authentic. What I would want for you is to create deep embodiment of the feminine, deep embodiment of that sense of play and luxury and pleasure and love and delight and chaos and change and all of these things, so that it doesn't feel like you have to shift out of your normal personality in order to be in a relationship. It doesn't feel like you have to try on, like a new persona or a new strategy. It just becomes a part of who you are, and then it's seamless, and life becomes so much more fun because not only are you getting a relationship that really works and stands the test of time and feels good, where you're taken care of and treated like a goddess, but you're also able to experience life in so many nuanced ways, in so many rich and delightful and wonderful ways that may not have been open to you when you had your blinders on and had your head down and were only focused on a goal. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you are a successful, amazing woman, and you just haven't had the tools and the skills to be able to deeply stay in your feminine, to understand what that means, and to be able to bring that to a relationship so that it flourishes. So if you're interested in learning more about why you might be in your masculine, how that's been blocking you from love, and more importantly, how to get exactly what you want from a partner and in this important aspect of your life, then I would love to connect with you. So we have a few spots in our calendar each week just to talk with women who are committed about making a change in their love life. And this is a free breakthrough session for 45 minutes where you'll get massive value and clarity, and we'll also have a lot of fun. So if that speaks to you and you're ready to say yes to love, then go to www.thepleasurepath.today/apply and pick out your time for your free breakthrough session. I am so excited to connect with you, and I wish you all the best. This is again Violet Lang from The Pleasure Path, creating a lifetime of love for high achieving women. Mwah.